We were just having an interesting conversation with our chief meteorologist. Jamie, you made the point that during this heat wave, there aren't record temperatures being set, but we've had heat index records set and 4 consecutive days at 110 or above, which you say is really unusual.
It's very rare. I mean, it's rare to hit 110 degrees as a heat index here in Springfield, Missouri, but we've done it 4 days in a row. The worst was back on Monday. We had a peak heat index of 122 degrees, and that's one of the records that we've seen come out of this heat wave. And that's what's interesting about this heat wave. It has nothing to do with record highs, and typically when we're talking about heat waves, that's what we're talking about. It has to do with humidity and how it's impacted the heat indices. So we had that record heat index in Springfield of 122 on Monday. On that same day, we had a record high dew point of 83 degrees. Now, in the hourly observations, it's 81, but in between those hourly observations, out of the airport, it recorded a high of 83 degrees in terms of the dew point. And here's another thing that, a lot of folks probably don't hear about. When we talk about this heat dome, though, we're talking about a dome of air. And within that dome, it gets thick. Well, the thickness back on Monday was a record setter for our area at 602 decameters. So again, very, very hot pattern, but it doesn't really have anything to do with record highs. It's the other stuff that comes with a heat wave. Here's where that heat dome is right now. You can see how quiet it is in the middle of the country. Again, that heat dome controlling things, keeping it quiet, leading to the excessive heat, and we still have excessive heat warnings from southern Minnesota all the way down to the Gulf Coast. This is where we have heat indices right now in the 100 to 120 degree range. You can see a bullseye of it here in eastern Iowa, and then another bullseye of it down in Louisiana. And that's where our dew points are generally highest. But we've got tropical dew points all over the middle of the country, generally in the 70 to 80 degree range. Getting to the forecast for tonight. Looks like another steamy summer night across the area, quiet. Tomorrow, I think, as that summer ridge, that heat dome begins to weaken a bit over the area, there is going to be a possibility for a few very isolated showers to try to pop up in the area. So I want to throw that out there. I think rain chances are probably 5 to 10%, but there is at least a small chance. Overnight tonight, temperatures are going to drop into the 70s. 76 for a low tonight in Springfield, a high tomorrow. Mid to upper 90s, could see a few spots off to the northwest hitting 100. Looks like about 97 for a high here in Springfield. And that's going to come with a heat index which will once again approach 110 degrees tomorrow afternoon. What about the rest of the week? Well, heat indices remain a problem on Friday, up around 107 for a peak heat index here in Springfield. On Saturday, still getting above 100 thanks to hot and humid conditions. But we will see at least an increasing chance for rain starting Saturday. And I want to point this out. We've got this tropical feature right here. This is the remnants of Harold. Harold actually will have an impact on our weather. The remnants of that system will move around that summer ridge and then slide into our area on Sunday. And that should be one of the factors that helps to boost rain chances locally, especially on Sunday. Once we get past Sunday, still expecting an early fall feel to return to the area. Looks like temperatures are going to go from in the mid to upper 90s this week to lower 90s on Saturday to low to mid 80s on Sunday, and then low 80s for much of next week. And that's going to come with much lower humidity that will allow temperatures at night to get to a lot more comfortable level, maybe dropping to about 58 come Wednesday morning. Guys?
All right, Jamie.